Okay, there we are. My first YouTube run on this war of mine. I'm not sure from when this game is, like maybe 2014ish, something like that. Yes, about a group of civilians that try to survive a war here. Played a couple of run-throughs already here, like I ran all around the board here, and yeah, some of them, like my first tries, they were pretty miserable, and yeah, I've gotten better in the later ones. So the next one will be this one, which I have not tried yet, so we'll get right into that. Looks like yes, I'm sure, looks like there we have a child there as well. Having a child in your group is always tricky, because cannot do as the same stuff than the adults. Skip that part. The relentless bombardment has reduced this part of the besieged city to ruins. Snipers hunt for survivors, making daytime trips in search of water and food a deadly game. The local community responded by pulling together with stubborn perseverance. Did I say that right? I'm not sure. But sadly, some people turned to stealing and worse. Zlata, this is this girl here, is one of my favorites. A student at the music academy lost her parents after the evacuation of a younger brother. She took Emilia, that is this girl, not one of my favorites at all, a lone survivor, under her wing. Together they decided to shelter in an abandoned house and hope for the best. Despite the difficult situation, they agreed to look after a young girl named Kalina, okay, while her older brother went to seek aid outside the city. Okay, let's have a look. We want to clear the debris here, if we can. And the girl, she's already sad, that's pretty bad. She would take all this stuff, like all this resource that you can build stuff with it and something like that. Because at the moment she cannot do anything else. Of course, she cannot dig here through this or try to open closets and doors. So she will just loot while the others are digging. She's sick as well. That is pretty bad. So yeah, if people might not know this game, you have a couple of things. The goal of the game is to survive the war, and you always, like, there are different conditions where these people can have, like, always. The conditions are in 3 steps actually. Like, for example, we see she's slightly sick, then there is like sick, and then there is like very sick. I mean, and then like can be something like deadly sick or something. Like, this is like if you ever in this stage, then you pretty much like, it's really hard to come back from that actually. Yeah, and with all these resources you can build stuff at your workbench here. There's like the building station, which is probably the most important thing you have here. Without the building station you cannot do anything here. She will open that. because all of my people, except of course the child, they are professionals in open unlocked doors like everyone, like the normal life, you know. Yeah, I'm trying. I will try to yeah, get as the furthest like possible here. The best solution, the best outcome where I will survive this war. But let's have a look. Yeah, here we have day 1. There's the timer and there's the temperature. So it is. I will have to start building stuff because the daytime is always like this game is built up like you have always per day like two shifts kind of, and the first shift is like you doing household stuff like cleaning stuff, building stuff, and later on it's like working to get something better. We need a bed here for sure. Place it here. Yeah, and the second shift it is we have to loot stuff in destroyed buildings or something like that, but we will get to that part in a second after this one is done. So she is pretty much done with looting here, that little girl. So I don't want her to get very sad, so but let her play here for a moment, and then we will talk with her after that. First I have to build at least the bed, then we have to do our kitchen here so we can cook and stuff. So at the moment, like you can do it at the first day, but most of the time I do it at the second day. Like this is all the stuff that you can create here. So workshops, this is all stuff that you can work with. So of course, here's a rainwater collector, and yeah, you can filter rainwater here with a filter over here and get some water out of this. You need water for dishes or alcohol like moonshine, and moonshine will be our first income with trading, because there's a trader coming every 3 to 5 days maybe. But for now we will need a workshop here. Workshop is essential for us because we need the crowbar. Yeah, a crowbar is very good to get into stuff, or maybe if here are still some things unlocked, then we can open it with a crowbar. Even though I have a lockpick here left, most of the time you don't have enough lockpicks, or you don't find enough lockpicks. So we can use a crowbar now, which I am not doing right now because I actually have enough lockpicks, so it was actually yeah, it was not a good idea. So I could do the crude stove. Do we have any water? I have water, but I need sugar as well, so let's do that stove for now. Put it in the kitchen. We will need that stove, it's essential to make meals and everything. Let's Zlata talk with her. I really like Zlata because she bolsters spirits. The worst thing, of course, you can get injured, you can get sick, but the worst thing is being sad, depressed or something. Then your people won't work like efficient, and they will even stop working if it gets worse. So yeah, you can see here they talk, sometimes they play, um, talk about their family and parents. And the timer, yeah, it's running. 8 p.m. I'm sorry, I got that wrong in the first place. And then we start looting at 9 p.m. I think, if I'm correct here. So she's done, and she is still sad. Okay, continue to. It is what it is. So the day will fade out and will turn into the night, because the child cannot guard. What the child can do and not do, I will show you that soon, because right now we just prepared everything to get some stuff. But if we want to build stuff, like out of the raw materials, except like stuff you can interact, like you can teach the girl a couple of stuff, things here. Okay, let's see what we have here. Like the first here are mostly, it's like one a little dangerous place, and two, like, or maybe it's sometimes only two places. There's always one place at least that is very safe to loot here. So let's have a look. Family barricaded themselves in this house, but despite their efforts, looters get inside. It's been abandoned ever since. Still, we might find some useful things that the looters overlooked or left behind. You see the stuff that is inside there. Huge amount of materials. This is what we're looking for at the moment, because for all the other stuff we have the basics, but we need stuff to build up, right? So what is this? They say some people still live there. Against all odds, they must have some supplied stock, like canned food, possibly bandages or medicines, but they don't want to trade. If we're desperate, we could try to steal from them. Yeah, so it's a little bit dangerous here. And yeah, this is it's in a housing estate that remains almost untouched. It's a calm area of little houses with porches and gardens. Most of those houses are still inhabited. People are trying to lead normal lives there. We've got nothing to look for there, unless we're willing to steal. So stealing from people is makes like we are getting sad, especially if we have children here. So I will go for the easiest choice here, abandoned cottage, and we are not taking anything with us at the moment. So these are the things you can get here, and you see this all materials I can take with me. I have 12 slots here with Slata, so I will try to gather everything at the first slot. So why am I doing this? Because if this game will proceed, I want all the stuff close to the all gathered at one place, so I can take the best stuff out of it. And other than that, it will as well not take so much time. So the first trip to a place will always be kind of the longest. Like later on there will be a very big, I think this is like a lock here. Yeah. Later on there will be a bigger place where we need like 2 or 3 trips to get everything. A note that says, on the first day they robbed us. 2 days later they murdered our girls. Shot every one of them, but I don't want to use the gun anymore. It's broken and buried in the backyard. Next part looks shaky. If you're reading this, don't look for me. Yeah, most of these notes are very sad, like you just heard, but this one gives us a clue. Here's a broken weapon in the garden, which I think must be somewhere here. So we had 2 we had here 2 items that we can loot, so there must be now a third one. Is the gun here? Oh no, the gun must be here. So we want to, we're digging through here, even though I can, with all these hands you can see here, we can fill up already. But like I said, I want to gather everything in one place, except this room here where we cannot enter right now. We need the crowbar. Probably for this one we need a crowbar as well. Yeah. So while we dig through, like this is like I said, this is one of the easiest places. There's no one here that is guarding the place or is living here that wants you to get out. So here's nothing with being sneaky or anything. In other houses you have to be very sneaky. There are places to hide and everything. But yeah, I will show you this in my next trips. This must be rifle. Cannot get outside here, so we just made the way here to get through there. So I want the most stuff as possible. So these are always full slots. 4 of these. Most of the time you can get 4 for materials. Wood only 2. Take these, and then I will stack up on the next one. Oh, this will be food, so I can put this stuff down again. Full stack. Another full stack. Yeah, from these kind of materials you can always pick 10. Yeah, there, this must be the gun here. It's a very nice find in the beginning. So like I said, we dump everything here, and we will try to gather everything before time is running out. At 4 you will get a notice. Oh, it's getting daytime. We have to get back because of the snipers and everything. And at 5 the night will end, and if you're not out before 5 AM you will come later back in your hideout, and you will be very tired, and you're losing like a working hand kind of in this case. I don't have to switch around here because I think I can get everything before daytime comes. Let's get that basement cleared. Oh, maybe there's like 2 trips here. Still should be fine. Even in this house you don't really have to do this at the beginning because there's no danger, and with my next trip yeah, you pretty much can gather everything, plus unlocking this door as well as this closet over there. So I'm used to it, so I will gather all this stuff over there. Like teddies, for example, you can use mostly for trading with the trader. But if you have a child, you can build toys and stuff where the child can play. It's always nice, because if the child is getting sad, it's very bad for the group in general. There's the broken gun, weapon tools, weapon parts, very nice. So we can repair that. Not yet, because we have to get an advanced tool bench like this one that we built. But at the moment I want materials. That is the most important. So we can build our rain collector, and if possible, sugar. I can't remember how much we have. I want to take that sugar with me so I can maybe get some moonshine done as well. I'm not sure. Let's take the water here as well. So I'm always like taking a look here. What else do I have here? It's like 12, 24. Yeah, it's like good 2 more trips. You will. You will. So she's hungry and tired. You can have a chat here with Emilia. And there you have it. Yeah, she's tired. Emilia must be tired as well because she was standing guard here. And she's hungry. So if we're hungry, I don't want to do something at the moment. We will have to get very hungry before we do something here. Yeah, unfortunately, I took not enough materials, and 2 more stacks would have, and as well I need here, what's this, like parts. Yeah, let's get that rain collector. Is more important than the moonshine for the moment, at least. Then we can open up all the remaining stuff. She can take that one. And now we are building a filter, so because I want to get that water running as fast as possible. We will need a lot of water with what what I want to do here, because we want to trade a lot, and therefore we need a lot of water to craft stuff. You can go play. Slaughter will unlock here. Oh no, we need the water. And the girl cannot play because we want to show the girl something. We want to teach her something so she can make what I should have already taught her to make a filter here, but I will do a filter after that again, so I will teach her. So normally this takes like a half hour, something like that. Sure, half hour. And of course, if you teach the child something, it will take a lot longer, but therefore she can be useful in our group, in the household, which is very important, because we need because like she cannot guard or loot, so sometimes both are very tired, some are sick, so I will need to, yeah, we need child labor. I'm sorry to say that out loud, but in this game you will need it. But yeah, we showed her now how to do that. It's good, and now I've learned a new thing. Now she can do it in the future, and we want to teach her to make a filter, so she is prepped for getting all the water we need. It's pretty nice. And probably the next day I will show her to prepare some meal. So for our next trip we'll need more materials again to build that moonshine. And then we will really have to upgrade our crude stove here. because this one is taking a lot of water and burning materials, which we will need when it's getting cold, and water for all this trading stuff, like I said before. Very nice. There you get all the medics, and the meds I mean, what you need here is all the meds, pills. This is like if you get sick, if you get wounded, you can sit down here for minutes. And yeah, the pills will help you if you're slightly sick or even sick, but there's only like a 50-50 chance they actually help, so yeah, sometimes you will rely on that, sometimes not. Oh, I missed them. I should have been fast because Slaughter has to sleep here. Forgot about that. And here you see, for food we need burning materials. I will teach the child here as well. So I taught the child 3 things at one day. That's very nice. These are all stuff that we need in the future always. Water. Here I missed now. Normally you can, I think maximum is like you can collect 3 times water, but we already did it that late because we built that and we taught the child a lot, so we can do it only now 2 times. Even though it's not finished at the end of the day, it will be finished when we come back from our looting session at night. Yeah, books, we don't want to use books if we don't have to, because if you have books, people are more happy in general. You can make a filter, Kalina. So we have a filter right at the morning when we need them, and then we can get our water production started. Now you can take a sip. Kalina is doing the heavy lift here, and then yeah, day is almost over. We have already a lot of water. That is very nice. I have some trading goods. Yeah, I really want to get that moonshine ready, but I have no materials. I want to check real quick how much do I need. Maybe I'm not fast enough here anymore. Run, Emilia! Over here! Oh, come on! Oh well, it is what it is. So we have 2 new locations, always marked with new, and then we have the abandoned cottage. It's written here, visited. So yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, supermarket. The supermarket is located in the area remaining under military control, but people are still trying to scavenge it for supplies. We can expect to meet other scavengers there, so it's probably best not to get in their way. Some doors might still be locked. Crowbar could come in handy. Fair enough. Shelled school. The school has been shelled several times. Unfortunately, most of the cellars have collapsed, so it might be a good idea to bring a shovel and maybe some other tools. They say some homeless people have taken refuge inside the building. Well, I played a couple of run-throughs. I know both of these places are very nice. This could be somehow dangerous, and we can get sad here if we are not helping someone, or there are just a group of other scavengers. In this case, there's probably some scavengers. They are armed, but they will leave you be here. But for the time being, I think I will go to that ruined villa and yeah, try to get as much stuff as possible here. We have to hide here, but will be all good. But this will be in the next episode. So thanks for watching, and until next time.